All right. Hey, welcome back. All right, Virgos, let's go ahead and jump on in. By the way, guys, we do have a full moon that is coming up, though not until Wednesday, but I still thought, since this week is Valentine's Day and we have a full moon, I thought this was kind of like nice soft colors for it. So let's jump on in, though. Virgos, we have got the Six of Pentacles, and it says something about and again, look, and it goes across right kind of like smack dab between the eyes, a little below maybe the third eye, but or well, I guess we could say right at about it. But with that Six of Pentacles, somebody has luminous eyes as well. There's something for Virgo to perhaps either intuitively take a second look at, something that they should still give to, something that they should not give up on. If there was an action that Virgo took and they didn't follow up on it, they should probably still do that, is what this is suggesting. Eight of Wands in the reverse. If Virgo didn't hear back from somebody that they wanted to, maybe reach out again. If there was silence, this says look again. Or maybe Virgo received a communication and they don't know it yet. So check the inboxes, check the, so sorry for my doggy's bark. But with that, we've got like this swirling, almost like a tornado looking energy here on that Eight of Wands that I just did want to point out, because it also looks like somebody who's like swirled, colors in like paint, or it is reminiscent of like, obviously lots of things moving really fast, but it's all in the reverse. And I almost think that things could get kind of confused or swirled, or Virgo needs to take a second look at something in regards to this King of Pentacles. By the way, I know this is like his pentacle wand, but what I saw was an orange slice. Like, if you cut an orange on a horizontal, that's what that looks like. I don't know if he really likes oranges or what, but Seven of Swords. Got all this script. We've got lies. We've got running away. Virgo has to look at something a second time, and whatever this is that they need to take a second look at, it is that there's not been communication, but a King of Coins, I think, has tried to reach out, but they've done it under a false pretext. Did somebody reach out to Virgo and they pretended to be somebody else, and that's why Virgo thinks they haven't heard from this? We have a Three of Wands. Virgo's going to find out in the future anyway, okay? And there is something about, sorry, this person just doesn't have a top on, but they're actually pretty carefully covered here with the way their arms are. But we have very much like a Lady Liberty. So I don't know if there's a tip of the hat to like New York, Statue of Liberty. But there's something here where Virgo has a certain element of like they're either manifesting, finding out more about this in the future. They will find out more about what happened in the future. But somebody did something incognito. This King of Pentacles wrote something to Virgo that wasn't true. They connected with Virgo under a false pretext, a false name. Virgo will find out about this later, somewhere in the next 3 weeks or 3 days, even to 3 months. We have a Three of Cups. I always think this is such an interesting, like, artistic card. I don't know why he's dressed in like a very outer spacey, cosmic outfit, but this person is this king is going to have some real conversation with Virgo. But what is the deal? Let me go back for just a second. With Virgo needing to take a second look at a communication that they did receive, but they don't think it was from this person. Obviously, we're going to find out later that, this person did something incognito. Virgo will know that later. But what is the encouragement right now? Nine of Wands. It's interesting because we have all these names written across this card, and Nine of Wands is the energy of usually a wounded warrior. And I gotta say, are these like notches on Virgo's bedpost? I can't help but look at it that way. I'm not saying that Virgo got around, but I am saying that if Virgo has wanted to connect with somebody and there's something about like old wounds from old exes, Virgo maybe needs to heal themselves from something still. And that is somehow going to impact their ability to like have a better connection with this king. Does this king have any inkling that Virgo still has wounds that they are carrying from their past? A 10 of Wands, they see Virgo as wearing a mask. I don't know how they know this about Virgo. They're the ones that are trying to connect with Virgo, but in a secretive manner. We have an Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. By the way, big city here also. Big, huge city and lots of little fires on top of all of these big buildings. 10 of Wands is like laying down burdens, but there's something here about with that Ace of Coins in the reverse. They see Virgo as wearing a mask, not admitting some of the things that they're still burdened by and currently laying down and really not ready for a new beginning yet. But how do you know this? And why did you reach out under a false pretext? Princess of Swords, you just wanted to kind of like peer into Virgo's life a little bit. To find out what? And we've got our Queen of Coins. He just kind of wanted to have some connection to the Virgo. He just wanted to see how Virgo would respond, but it feels so secretive. It feels so strange. Why? When are you going to like show up and say, hi, that was actually me? 2 of Cups. When the roses bloom. He's going to be reaching out and revealing who he is when the roses are in bloom. We're getting so many stories of like the secret lovers, the hidden, the this, the that, like things that are all like kind of under the surface. Why are you operating under the surface though? I'm still not clear on that. Strength card. He's actually, okay. So he's trying to build up his confidence to be able to reach out to Virgo too. He's not so empowered. I know he thinks Virgo might still be wounded, but he really feels a pull toward Virgo with the 2 of Cups, but he's trying to find the courage to like reach out under his like his true name. Does Virgo know this person at all? Ace of Wands. At minimum, Virgo has seen photos of him. Virgo has, because we see a photograph here, but we have a transformation. So I don't know if Virgo knows who this person is, but hasn't seen them in a long time. They've changed a lot. Or if this is somebody that, this could be like someone from Virgo's past who wants to reach out, but they did so under a false guise just to kind of like, kind of test the waters a little bit to find out, is Virgo out there? Is this really the way to contact Virgo? Is this an email that works for Virgo? Is this a contact communication method that would work for me to reach out to Virgo? You see that they're kind of like, they were trying to test the waters, but Virgo does know who they are. I don't know if Virgo has like literally touched them before, connected with them, or if this would be something Virgo would like to do. It comes across as passionate. Like Virgo has passion for this person. We have got a 7 of Cups, but I still don't think that out of all the people Virgo knows, I still think it would be hard for them to fathom that this would be the person reaching out to them. Okay. So I understand that you're getting your energy up, King of Pentacles. And you already feel like she's your 2 of Cups. You feel like you're a King of Pentacles. She's a Queen of Pentacles. And you feel like although you've reached out under a false guise once to test the waters to see, is this how I could contact her? When are you reaching out? We saw somewhere with the 3 of Wands. Death card in the reverse. It's reaching out. In this case, seemingly like before something is over, before time runs out, before that 3 of Wands could be Three of Wands could be 3 days to 3 months, as I mentioned. And so I'm thinking that maybe this is going to be very soon after all. When we're seeing it's before something's over, I mean, obviously we're coming up to Valentine's Day. So perhaps then we have the devil. But then we also have the 10 of Pentacles here, but it is in the reverse with this devil card. We've got these people, in the stockades there. This feels like it's going to reach out before he loses gumption. He's been working on getting his energy up. He still doesn't feel like it's going to work out very well, and he's still pretty scared. That devil, we've got strong Capricorn energy coming in, but all I see when I look at this is, I know it's just devil horns, but I see Taurus here, even though that's a Capricorn card, and I can't get my eyeballs off of the bull horns. 5 of Swords. It's interesting because he really doesn't expect a great response. He really doesn't, but he's going to do this anyway. He's got to. He's got it. And then he'll say, I also reached out to Virgo. That was me, but I wasn't ready to say my name to you yet, but I did reach out once before. I'm really sorry about that. I hope you're not mad. It feels like he's going to come clean about that, but he's going to reach out before, like I said, like this holiday is over or something, so that he can connect to Virgo. But he really doesn't expect anything great. And I don't see him reaching out with some huge offer. I see this. He is a nervous wreck over this, even though he really wants this with Virgo. He wants the 3 of Cups with Virgo. He wants to converse with Virgo, but he fully expects that he's going to be met with maybe some really angry energy. By the way, the letters CRM are very prominent on this. This could be initials. 5 of Wands. 2 5s here. Yeah, he expects to have to hold his breath then and be like, oh my God, what's she going to say? What's she going to say? What's she going to say? All of this is him wondering which way to run because he's got a coat that's made of a map. Obviously, he's stressed, but he's trying to sit there at this table that's actually made out of like the cracked earth of, a dry desert. And his brain is like kind of on fire with this worry about like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, what am I going to hear back? You really want to be on good terms with Virgo from what we can see, and you really think highly of Virgo. Despite all this stress and despite the kind of subterfuge and trying to approach Virgo, is this going to work? We have the Chariot upright. I think simply because he has finally made a move toward Virgo in even, albeit a strange capacity, I do think that it's going to actually take shape. I do think it's actually going to make sense. We have a King of Swords. This was the brave action that he had to take in order to get his crown back, is what I want to say. To be the King of Swords, to be somebody who made things fair, to be the person who connected to Virgo and actually communicated to Virgo, even though it took him, some nervousness and trying to get there before he could start to speak the words that he needed to speak. I do think that this is somebody who's reaching out to Virgo for the right reasons, even though it was pretty scary for him to do so. But this is the way that they can finally start to really generate real conversation. What's Virgo's energy on this when they find out who this person actually is? The High Priestess, bizarrely, Virgo, even though it was I don't know, I'm confused who reached out to me, even though we saw that 7 of Cups on Virgo's side, I think Virgo did intuit that was them all along, that has been, their energy, or that they had been the ones that reached out. Virgo did feel them, even though it didn't come out until now. I even think Virgo will be like, huh, that's funny. I thought of you the same day, or I thought of you right around that time, or I had, you have been on my mind lately. With this, God, this Five of Cups, it's a very sad card, this grieving. And sorry, I have to strategically cover her up also. Sorry, when you see me pause, it's because honestly, the cards are really artistic and sometimes it's hard to find what am I seeing. But it's the Five of Cups here. I haven't worked with this deck in a really long time and I forgot how much I like it. But the word grief is literally written here also in it. And it's just, I think Virgo has had a lot of grief over this person, has maybe picked up on some grief surrounding the memory of them recently as well. Maybe that's the whole reason they could tell that Virgo still had grief and was wearing a mask, because they knew Virgo that well. All of this says this person is still going to come forward, even though they've been fearful to do so. And I think it's because they also have recognized, like, I know that Virgo has still been hurt over this. I do think that they must have been as well, though, for them to want to come back in. So this was kind of that this is someone's very hesitant and tentative reemergence into Virgo's world. This is definitely them being nervous to reach out like this, but they are doing it in this story. All right, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thanks for giving it a thumbs